Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. I have been solving math problems for the GRE out of this book here, practicing to take the GRE general test, the 10th edition. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. This is where you're going to find the real exams to get ready for the to get ready for your exam. It has 7. This book contains 7 real GRE tests. I'm working on the very last one. The question that I'm about to do is the one that you're going to find on page number 361, quantitative comparison question, hence the QC number 1, very first one. Let's take a look at it. Again, one quick reminder, if you have not understood this thing already, that what I'm holding in my hand, this book that you're holding in your hand here, contains 7 exams which were based on the old-fashioned paper and pencil format, where in the paper and pencil format all the questions were arranged in the order of difficulty. And since there are 15 quantitative comparison questions here, since there are 15 of them, that tells us that 1 through 5 are easy, 6 through 10 are going to be medium, and 11 through 15 are going to be hard. On a scale of 1 through, in other words, on a scale of 1 through 15, this is number 1. It's very simple, very straightforward. Let's take a look at it. The first 5 are going to be quite simple. They want us to compare 0.8 versus half plus a third. Well, half we know is 0.5. And a third we know is 0.33 repeating. 0.5 plus 0.33, or 0.5 plus 0.3 would have been the same as 0.8. But you have to keep in mind that 1/3 is 0.33. And therefore, this quantity, what it is 0.8333 repeating all the time. And therefore, this is more than 0.8. That's all. The answer is B. That's it, we're done. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple, as I told you before. 80% of people who took this exam had no problem whatsoever with it. 20% missed it. And some of those 20% who missed it is probably because they're in too much of a haste and they don't want to go to the second digit. They just stop at the unit digit, the 10th digit rather, not the unit digit. They just stop at the 10th digit and they don't bother to go to the 100th digit. And they just say 1/3 is 0.3. 1/3 is not 0.3, 1/3 is 0.333 repeating forever and ever. Amen. And therefore it becomes 0.833333 all the way. Number 2. Let's take a look at number 2. So that was the end of it. I may soon have to retire. This guy is dying. It says Pat is older than Lee. Alright, so Pat is older than Lee. Let's put in some numbers just to keep it simple here. Let's suppose Pat is 10-year-old and he's older than Lee. Let's pretend Lee is 8-year-old. Makes it easy to plug in numbers. And then they go on to say that Lee is younger than Maria. Well, Lee is younger than Maria. So we know we have put in 8 here. Question is, what would Maria be? Well, all we know here is that Lee is younger than Maria. Well, if Lee is younger than Maria, then Maria might be 9. Maria might be 9, or Maria might be 90. Who knows what Maria is? All we know is that Lee is younger than Maria. There is no way of figuring out Maria's age, and they want us to compare the Maria's age versus Pat's age. As we know, Pat is 10, but Maria we do not know. Pat might be 9 too. That's not the point. Even if Pat is 9, let's pretend that the Pat is 9 here, since I put in 9 there. If Pat happens to be 9, and if Maria is 9, the answer would have been C. But if Maria happens to be 90, the answer would be A. Since we have conflicts, since there is no way to tell, there is no way to compare Pat's age versus Maria's age, the answer is D. It cannot be determined. That was the end of it. That's all. That was the end of question number 2. I hope you found it helpful. If you wish to get hold of me for personal private tutoring, I tutor I provide tutoring services over the internet via Skype. I also tutor. I also obviously do tutoring face to face in Connecticut and in New York area, and over the telephone if you need help. If there is anything at all that I can help you in your preparation for the GRE, go to my website at www.prep.gre.com and send me an email. Or you can go to www.KeshwaniPrep.com and send me an email. Alright? Thank you.